have a special guest here in the building.
What?
And that person is Emma Loggins from fanbowl.com.
Thank you. All right, so the way this is going to work, we only have 5 fan questions that can be asked. There are 2 mics lined up.
We're going to take more than that.
We can?
Oh, yeah.
I think we might. Yep.
One more time?
Yep. It's
Sweet.
per Andrew's request.
Woo! All right. So there are 2 mics lined up with volunteers next to them. So if you would like to ask Andrew a question, please get in line.
Now is the time to line up.
Run.
Don't run. No running. But now's the time to ask, because this is mainly going to be for you guys. We're not going to be asking a lot of questions. Okay?
And without further ado, Andrew Lincoln.
Hey guys, what's up? Oh, there's a lot of you. Hello.
Are you comfortable on the couch?
A little bit too comfortable, actually. Let me sit up. Damn. Is Greg Nicotero here?
He was.
What? He stood me up?
You didn't get to see him earlier? He was trying to see
He
you.
came and kissed me earlier on, yeah.
Well, thank you for coming to Walker Stalker.
Oh man, it's a pleasure, guys. Are you having fun?
Yeah!
I'm in my second hometown, Atlanta. I love it here.
James and I have been reading for a while. You did an interview and you said, you know what? I need to do something. You said in this interview, I need to do something for the fans in Atlanta. And we were talking to your publicist, probably when we first announced that we were going to do a convention. We kind of reminded her, you know, hey, he said this, Andrew said this, you know, and finally we get the chance to do that, and we were able to make it work. So we're just honored to have you here.
Oh, it's such a pleasure, guys. And I'm sorry it's been a long time coming, but you know, it's this should be a regular thing, I think.
We'd love to do it. We'd be honored. All right. Let's jump right in.
Fan questions.
Fan question.
Ever here? Can you hear me?
There.
Hi, Andy.
Hey.
I sound like an 80-year-old barmaid. I've been yelling at Norman, you know, just screaming.
That happens.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Student, you're number 1. Okay.
Yeah, it takes me sort of half an hour to start work in the morning because I just scream.
All right, so we are all familiar with a complicated character that is Rick Grimes, and what a phenomenal job you do playing him.
Oh, thank you.
But those of us familiar with your earlier work know that you had a knack for comedy and dancing.
What are we saying? Musical time? Rick Grimes sings and dances, naked. Bring it on, Scott Gimple. Bring it on.
We need more security.
Well, you know, Dave Morrissey has got a very good voice as well, so maybe Rick and the Governor could have a little duet at some point.
No, they actually did that duet, didn't they? It was called Broadway.
I heard about that. Oh, yeah. So sorry, what is the question?
Okay, so my question for you, Andy, is this. Would you ever be interested in hosting Saturday Night Live? And if so, what type of skit would you enjoy doing?
Oh, you know, you're not the first person to sort of ask me that question, and it does fill me with absolute horror. Yeah, I mean, I began on stage. That was my first ever role, was as the Artful Dodger in Oliver Twist. Yeah. And I was hooked ever since. So look, I wouldn't rule it out, but it would have to be something along the lines of maybe Colin Firth has done some great sketches on there, hilarious sketches. And but you know, you're never going to fill the boots of Christopher Walken. I mean, how good is that guy? But yeah, I mean, never say never is my sort of political answer to that.
You would nail it. You need to do it.
Oh, I'm terrified already.
Great question.
Next question, over here.
Hi, Andy.
Hey.
What was it that interested you most about playing the character of Rick Grimes?
Well, obviously working with Norman Reedus was no, I mean, there were so many things that intrigued me about it. I mean, Frank Darabont was the first guy that just got me hooked in, and then I read the script, and I just thought it was I never read anything quite like it. And then I started looking at the comic book, and I just thought, well, this was probably going to be the most punishing role I've ever attempted. And I don't know, it's just grown from that. It began as one thing, and I keep saying this, is that it's sort of turned into, it's not our show anymore. It's just got nothing to do with us. It's your show, and we kind of, I just want to tell the greatest story that we possibly can for you guys, because it's kind of, it's become this beast. And I don't know, I don't think I would have been cast in Europe as Rick Grimes. I just don't. I'd done comedy, as someone just said, you know, I'd done comedy, I'd done a lot of romantic roles and things like that, and the opportunity to play a badass sheriff, I was just like, are you kidding me? What, I get to wear some boots and ride a horse and shoot people for a living? I'm like, count me in. I've still got so many buddies back home who just keep going, what the fuck? How did you know that? They keep going, really? You? You know? But in all seriousness, it was Frank, it was Gail Ann Hurd, it was Greg Nicotero, it was AMC. You know, I'd been watching Breaking Bad, and yeah, one of the greatest shows since The Wire, I think, in my opinion, and Mad Men, and you know, I just thought this feels like there's a golden age of storytelling going on in TV at the moment, and when I got the gig, I just I said this in an interview sort of a couple of days ago, and I said there are certain roles that you jump up and down when you get the gig. There was a play that I did called Blue Orange, which was that. There was This Life, which was the first thing I ever bagged out of drama school, and this was the next one. You know, I was jumping up and down, going, "I got fucking Rick Grimes!" Oh my God! And I was in the middle of Wiltshire, you know, with my family, and they were like, "What are you talking about?" You know? But it was my brother, my beloved brother, who is a real sci-fi fan. He's a smart cookie, and he just said, and he was the guy who got it first. He said, you better not fuck this up, because this is a big thing. Like this, and I went, really? Is it? He went, oh yeah. So yeah, hopefully, you know, we keep not fucking it up. Excuse me if there are children in the audience. Apologies to those parents.
No problem.
Next question.
Over here.
Okay, as we both know, most of the weapons that are used are either hand weapons or guns. If you run out of bullets, what would be the 3 hand weapons that you would carry?
You're a serious survivalist. You even have the survivalist voice. You should be on our show, dude. Well, I believe that the most important hand weapon. Well, I'm gonna not spoil anything, but there is Rick develops a new technique this season for dispatching people, and it isn't a gun, it isn't a knife, it's something quite different. And I look forward to hearing your reactions, because I was shocked. I would say, yeah, I don't know. Stone is pretty good. That's worked very well for me in the past. An eye gouge. I mean, I'm just thinking on my feet here. And any sharp stick. Does that answer your question, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll see you next week at work. speaking to your agent.
Over here on the right.
Hello, Andrew. How are you?
I'm very well. What's your name, sir?
Josh.
Josh. How are you?
Good. I was
Let's keep
wondering-
saying, how are we?
How are you? I was wondering if the show takes a toll on you in real life. Like, do you go shopping at Walmart or whatever and just like keep the eyes in the back of your head just in case?
I did run into somebody in the grocery store the other day, and I was just picking up some aubergines, or, oh, you don't say aubergines. Eggplants. Kryptonite. But yeah, and I was just sort of minding my own business as much as you can at the moment. And then this guy just went, "Hey, Mr. Lincoln." And I went, "Hey." And he said, "You don't remember me?" And I was like, "No." He said, "My name's John. You stabbed me in the head last week." Josh, this is my life. So yeah, it is kind of weird. This time of the year, especially when the show's out, it becomes a little intense, you know. But
So you've got a few more weeks left, and then do you all go? You're on break. You live in London, or
no, just outside of England. My family flew back yesterday, and so I've got the final push. I think it's 3 weeks, if indeed I'm still alive. And then we wrap up just around about the 22nd. So yeah, we're getting close.
All right, over here, we got about 10 minutes.
Hello. I just want to know, even though you probably get this one a lot, how did you prepare for Laurie's death?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about this show, and I think the great thing about this show is that because we've been doing it for so long, and we've spent so much time, so many hours with these characters, and also with these people as friends, and you've gone through so much already, some scenes just look after themselves. This one, I kind of just took myself away and listened to some music and just got into a zone, which wasn't very happy, as you can imagine. And then I was helped by Chandler Riggs, you just wait. All I will say is just wait for what this kid is going to do this season. He I think, has done one of the best episodes, certainly this season, and he kind of carries it. It's beautiful what he's done. I was on set with him the other day and just watched him, and now it's time for me to learn from him. You know what I mean? He's a serious actor, this kid. And but yeah, when he came out, and Elsie as well, holding the baby, it sort of plays itself. I don't really sort of talk about preparations and things, because the older I get, the more I've worked, the more you realize that every actor has their own way of working, which is unique to them. And we're lucky in this show is that we've got so many cool, actors. So I just asked Sarah not to be on set. That was my only request in the scene, just because I didn't want her to see it. And I kind of, like Lenny James said a great thing when we did Clear, and we just done that incredible scene, the 6-page scene, and we came off, and he was racked, and he was just sort of standing there, and he just said, "I didn't want to leave anything on the field," and I went, "You did not, sir." That is official. And that's, I like to think that everybody comes with that work ethic. We've set the show for you guys that we try and live up to. Sometimes we hit it, sometimes we get lucky, and sometimes we get close to it. But I think you get that even if we don't miss it, if we don't hit it quite right, we're still trying for that, and I just got lucky that day, and it just came out real. Thank you.
Great question. Go ahead, next.
Hey.
I was wondering if you ever have zombie dreams.
If I ever have what?
Zombie dreams?
Zombie dreams.
Does it influence?
Yeah, I don't. I'm one of these weird human beings that doesn't remember dreams. I've been told that apparently I do have dreams, but I just don't have the imagination to remember them. But actually, that's a lie. I do have nightmares. I'm plagued by nightmares, but they'll be about forgetting lines. That's my equivalent of a zombie dream. It's being on stage with my pants down, not knowing my lines. It's far worse than zombies. Trust me.
Very good.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Very well. How are you? Let's stay here for a while. We got 10 minutes.
So I notice in real life you don't have much of a southern accent.
Kidding me? I'm from Alabama. In the house.
I actually am too.
Keep it quiet as a mouse.
Yes.
What do I say?
I'm actually from Alabama too, so. And I do have a southern accent. So how long did it take you to get the Rick voice, to prepare to get that, tone and that timbre?
It depends. I came early. When I got the gig, in the sort of, with my brother's voice echoing in my ears, don't fuck it up. I thought I would arrive early and get the accent in place. And I worked with an amazing dialect coach called Jessica Drake, who also Dave Morrissey and Elsie and and a few others that come on the show work with. And she's amazing. She writes it phonetically, and it looks like gibberish. And I've done it at dinner parties. I've just said, I got people drunk and just go, read this. And they go, my name is Rick Ryan. And it's amazing. It's like cheating. But yeah, I came and I thought, that I wanted to get that done before I even saw a zombie. It's because I'd have a lot more to worry about on my plate. But I wreck my voice sometimes. So if there's any extras or people that have worked on the show here, they see me do quite weird shit on the show. And a lot of it, because if you've been without water and things, I just like, there's a tone that the land, anybody who lives here knows, it dries you out, and if there's an emotional scene, I said to John Bernthal one time when he emailed me, he said, oh, how's it going? And I said, I'm gonna wreck my voice. He went, oh, it's one of those days, like this. And unless I've lost my voice, I don't think I've done the job some days. Screaming, some big action sequences demand that you don't look after your voice, and I suppose I have lost it a couple of times. But that means that I'm obviously doing my day job,
That's excellent. All right, over here. We want to get a few more in. We have 5 minutes.
Okay, hi Andy.
Hey.
James Merrick, I want to thank you because you just made this woman's dream come true. Thank you. Andy, I don't have so much a question as just to say that I would like to say thank you for me and my husband, because Christmas is not Christmas at our house until we have watched Love Actually.
Oh, shucks. Yeah, well, thank you.
And my husband told me I could not come today to do your card scene because he said, sweetie, that man has probably seen that too many times. But that has got to be one of the most touching scenes ever filmed, and I would just like to say thank you very much. You make our holidays every year, and just please know that, and we're just such big fans of yours. And also,
well, I'm sorry about the rest of the year where I feel you with horror and bloodshed.
A friend downstairs is volunteering, and she said if I got the chance, we know you and Norman have a hot and heavy romance going.
I'll send this out, yeah.
But, now this is a serious discussion, take this seriously now.
All right.
From the cast of Love Actually, who would be a better partner than Norman, or, you know, because there's Alan Rickman, he's hot, and then there's Bill. I mean, think about it, Andy. I mean, if you were going to have a romance.
I can't have Keira Knightley. She's not in the equation.
No, romance, Andy.
Oh, okay. It's boys. We're talking
yes,
boys. I tell you what.
Thanks for your question.
Hugh Grant's really hot. Colin Firth, he's a hottie. There's a lot of hot tossie in that show, I have to say. But it'll have to be, it might be Chiwetel Ejiofor. By the way, has anybody seen 12 Years a Slave here?
Yeah.
Go and see this movie. Go and see it. It's a really important movie. Bill Nye would be my hot date. I'm trying to get him on the show, by the way, guys.
All right, this will be our last question.
Last question.
Oh!
My name's Ashton.
What?
I don't have really, I mean, I have a question, but I'm going to say I love you on the show. I didn't get a chance to get an autograph or anything, but I have a gift for you. Would it be okay for me to give it to you?
Of course.
Awesome.
Yeah. Have you got a pen as well? Can I give an order?
Can somebody get us a Sharpie?
I have a Sharpie.
Quick Sharpie, quick Sharpie. Thank you. Where's the gift? Where's the gift? Come on. Come on.
Hi.
Sign the badge. All right, we lied. We have one more question. Because that wasn't really a question, was it? 2 signatures. That'll be $80, please. Just kidding. Bless you. Oh. It's a homemade dream catcher. Very sweet. Very sweet.
Now we remember his dreams.
Okay.
There you go. I don't know if you heard it. Somebody says now you will remember your dreams.
All right, I'll take that for you. Yeah.
Okay.
We do some.
Here we go. One more.
So I have a question about prison and the disease that in season 4. So what do you think is going to happen?
Really?
Wait a minute. Is this a setup here? Crazy shit's gonna happen. Yeah, it's just what I would say about this season is that I think it's the most detailed story. It reminds me very, very much of the first season in storytelling and character. But rest assured that the mid-season finale is the biggest one we've ever done. I mean, beyond. On every single level, story-wise, emotion, and just the scale of it. But I've just read the last episode, and it's like nothing else. We're going into a much deeper, darker, more grown-up space. It feels like the show's really growing up. So hold on to your hats is what I will say.
That's it. That's good. No, you don't want to know. Nobody wants to know.
I tell you what happens is.
All right, guys.
Everybody.
Let's give
Andrew the